Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. McCaffrey running up the middle. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First down there by Terrace Marshall Jr. was surprisingly sparingly used by Carolina's rookie season. They still see a starter that they took in the 2nd round, but they're certainly going to make him earn his reps in a deep receiver room.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. McCaffrey on the counter. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
right back to Mitchell on second down. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. As it brings up to 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside with no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Oh, what a move. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Go ahead.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there. It's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know he is tough and well-supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what the offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, they had it 4th and goal rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We get down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Such a tough position to defend near the line. Even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 54 yards on the ground for him so far. On 2nd and 2, Garoppolo. Touchdown! Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners have moved out in front. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Panthers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line in the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top. It gives you a chance to go make a play.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Second half begins with a carry by Mitchell. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes in, he's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to get caught before he was playing in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive teams get a little bit of a bum round. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
From the gun to give to Mitchell. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well before they're on. No gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Garoppolo now. Got his target, Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo as they have taken the lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mayfield. They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps it alive.
Again, kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion on the first down.
Finding room at midfield, and they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're up to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the 3rd quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick 6. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating offense, had the ball beyond midfield, getting wins on each down against the defense. So they are moving it well. They just have to hang on to it.
Well, as you said, though, probably tough to remember those good things on that last drive when it ended like it did. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I think every player in the NFL would want to come back from injury, as Nick Bosa did last season. 15.5 sacks, 4th in the NFL, after playing in only 2 games the prior season due to a knee injury.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Mayfield now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, come on, come on, come on.
They run over center with Mitchell. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about it.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game
where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. sound like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Here's Mayfield. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge and control of this game.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna get